morning, nearly 3 years into the Ukraine war and just days after the assassination of one of his top generals in Moscow. NBC's chief international correspondent Keir Simmons was there. He joins us. Keir, good morning.
Savannah, good morning to you. Asked a series of questions by NBC News, President Putin made news. He says he has not yet spoken to former President Assad of Syria since he fled here to Russia. He promised to ask Assad about the missing American journalist Austin Tice. He says he hasn't spoken to President-elect Trump for 4 years, and as yet he says there are no plans for a meeting.
Президент Российской Федерации Владимир Владимирович Путин.
This morning, President Putin holding his traditional end-of-year question and answer session, a marathon over many hours, just days after a Russian general was assassinated in Moscow. Putin was asked about Ukraine.
I have to say that the situation is changing drastically. Our military men are regaining territory by square kilometers.
NBC News asked the Russian leader about the incoming Trump administration and about the overthrow of President Assad, who Putin propped up for many years. The fall of the Syrian dictator seen as a defeat for Russia's autocrat. Large numbers of Russians have died, including a general assassinated here in Moscow this week, and the leader of Syria overthrown. Mr. President, when you face President-elect Trump, you will be the weaker leader. How do you propose to compromise? What are you going to offer?
You said that this conversation will take place when I am in a position of weakness. You and those that are paying you in the United States might really want Russia to be in a position of weakness. I have a different position on this. I believe that Russia has become significantly stronger over the last 2 to 3 years. Why? Because we are becoming a truly sovereign country.
Last night, the mother of American journalist Austin Tice, missing in Syria for 12 years, wrote to President Putin asking the Russian leader to help find him. You have profound connections with the Syrian government, she wrote in the letter obtained by NBC News. And she says she would be willing to travel to Moscow if it would help bring Austin safely home. The mother of an American journalist who is missing in Syria, Austin Tice, has written to you and asked for your help to try to find him. Are you prepared to ask President Assad for information about what happened in Syria?
I haven't met with Assad since his arrival in Moscow, but I promise I will ask him this question.
And Savannah, I pressed him on whether he would be prepared to compromise over Ukraine. He said politics is the art of compromise. But in his first comments since the assassination of that general here in Moscow, he said it shows the nature of the Kyiv regime. Savannah?
All right, Keir Simmons, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
All right, 7:15. Craig joins the table. The weather is also the story of the day.